We'll discuss about the yesterday we discussed about the process, right? How the business process
The
will be there,
business
right?
process.
So now
Yes.
today we'll discuss about the 1 minute. Let's go to here. Okay. So let's go to this. Okay. So as of now, we discussed about the complete process, right? We just discussed about the entire cycle of the business process, but it is a sales order and all this process, right? We just discussed. This is the we had a discussion yesterday. So, and we also discussed about make to order and make to stock the process, right? So now let's go to the purely MM process. Okay. So to go to MM process. Okay. So what is the material management? So material management is the mainly it is covering to the three areas, that is like procurement and inventory and invoice verification, right? So have you remember that? Initially we just discussed about that material management team, they are handling that purchasing and inventory and invoice verification, correct? So these are the mainly three areas, correct? Did you remember that? We just discussed about
Yes.
that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So now let's go to understand about our standard material management procurement process. Okay. So in interview, if they are asking about that, what is the standard P2P cycle? P2P cycle or procurement to pay cycle, if they are asking about that, we just need to be explain about these steps. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the main startup in the material management? What is the main start, which is like where is the point which will be start in material management?
Material.
So the first it will be start in material management, identification of the requirements, right? The first step it is identification of the requirements. So what actually we need, the first step is the actually what we need, then only we can go ahead for the further, either we can discuss with the suppliers or whether we can raise the purchase orders or anything which is, but first we have to be understand that what is our need. Okay, what is our need? So the first is the determination of the requirement, material requirement. So either it may be from the multiple departments, or it might be from the production department, it might be from the sales department, or it may be from the any department like project team, project system team, or it may be maintenance team, any of that. Okay, any of that, whatever, what is the actually we got the requirement. So the first is the determination of the material requirement. Okay, so let's take the example. So first we'll take the example. So I got the requirement. I got the requirement first. I got the requirement. Like example from the maintenance department. So they need, let's say maintenance department, they need some like the products they need, which is like cleaning related. Okay. It might be the oil, or it may be something which is relevant to the maintenance, cleaning to the our plant. Okay. So that is the requirement. So what production cleaning related products they are looking into that. If suppose HR department, so HR department, what they are looking into that, they might be looking into the laptops. Okay, they might be looking into papers, they might be looking into consumables. Okay, so like they are looking into that. So then if you take the production department, they are looking into the components, they need components. Okay, in case of sales and sales department, in case of trading goods, then they are looking into that of finished products, which they are buying the products and selling. So the requirement will get from the multiple sources, multiple department will get requirement. So the first step is step 1. What is the step 1? The step 1 is identification of the requirement. Identification of requirement. So you need to be understand that what is the actual we need. Okay. So what actually you need? So how you know that? First you need to understand that what product you need. Okay. That means product or material. What product you or what material you need. So let's say example. Let's assume that I need a rice. Okay. The product. Then how much you need? So the how much you need means quantity. How much quantity you need? Suppose 10 tons. Okay. Then what is the next one? When you need. When you need means okay the delivery date. Delivery date when it is required. Okay. Suppose let's say 10/10/2025. Right. Then where you need. That means the plant. That plant or site. Okay. So it may be Mumbai plant or it may be Bangalore plant, some branches which is like that. So basically, if you need to be identified the requirement, the first you need to be identified at what product you need, how much you need, and when you need, and where it is needed. Okay. So basically, it is like what product, okay, and how much you need, okay, and when you need, okay, where you need. Clear? So this is the first. So in our SAP technology, so what we just creating the document for this, we are creating the purchasing requisition. We are creating the purchasing requisition. So that means in the purchasing requisition having that what are the requirements which is needed, that is the listed in the purchasing requisition document. Clear? So is this purchasing requisition document is the internal document or external document? Is it internal document or external document?
Internal document.
It is internal document because we are just preparing from the different departments. We are collecting the requirements. Okay, either it may be from the inventory department or it may be from the any of the department. We are just collecting the information and we just they are raising that the request. So this purchasing requisition can be done by the departments or can be done by our procurement team. Okay. So anyone have, if they have the possibility, they can also raise that purchase request. Okay. So now I got this requirement. Okay. So I got the requirement. Now what is the next? What is the next? So in yesterday class we just discussed about, right? So what once you identify the requirement, what is the next? If you know that, if you don't know vendor unknown, that means I'm not aware about this product who will supply. Okay, then what you will do? You have to be identified a vendor. How identify the vendor? So the step 2 is the identification of source of supply. Source of supply is nothing but like a supplier or vendor. Okay, clear? So in the part of the identification of the source of supply, we have that. Okay, we have that. What is the what document you have? What document you have? A reference. You have the purchase requisition, right? So this is called purchase requisition, right? We are creating PR, purchase requisition. So we have that document of purchase requisition, which we have that. Okay, this is the what we need, and this is the product we need in the that we have the information. Now, when I'm just identifying the source of supply, you must be give this information to that the different market, finding the suppliers. Okay, so here what you will be creating first, I'm just requesting that I'm just requesting the quotation from the multiple suppliers who can supply this price and who can supply this 10 tons of the quantity and who can supply to this area, Mumbai area, and who can supply this on this date. Okay, I'm just giving the information to that. Okay, boss, I'm just sending my request. This is the requirement I have. So please send me the quotations, the price information from your end, so that we will be validate and we will be confirming that who can give the best to the our company, right? So this request for quotation having the information of what information they have the product information, they have the quantity information, they have the delivery date information, okay, they have the plant information. But along with this, what is the major point here in the request for quotation? When you are sending information to the supplier, what is the major information here to the when you are sending to the supplier, because you are asking to the quotation, right? So there must be some deadline, right? So you must be have some deadline, right? That quotation deadline must be maintained. Why we need to maintain quotation deadline? Okay, since if suppose it is required on 10th, okay, at least I must be have some time to raise the request and get to raise the orders, and the vendor needs to be produced that product, and or they have to be send the goods to us and we have to receive. So some interval time is required, right? So the quotation deadline is like we need on this date to validate our quotations and confirming to the vendor to raise the PO. Okay, so we must be have the quotation deadline. So let's assume that the quotation deadline, let's assume that it is like suppose 10/08/2025. Let's assume that 2 months priority. So I'm just today I'm just raising the request for quotation to all the suppliers who have in the market. I'm just giving the open market and sending this information to them. I'm just asking that provide your price information when I need this requirement. This is our requirement. Okay, so this is the quotation deadline. So before August 10th, whenever we get whatever we got these quotations, we will be accepting those quotations and will be validating, right? So the first step is it is like request for quotation. So I'll just put that here. Okay, the first step is here. Then the next step is, what is the next step? Let's assume that we have sent this all the quotations, this request for quotation RFQ to the multiple suppliers. They are evaluated and they understand the requirement and they are sending back to us the price quotation. So we are receiving the quotation from the multiple suppliers. That information we are maintaining in the system. So that is the maintain quotation. So in this maintain quotation, what we are entering that price information, you are entering that terms and conditions, you are entering that. Okay, if any Incoterms it was there, you can enter that Incoterms. So like okay, so all the terms, all the price. It is not only basic price, it also might be have the freight and delivery and packing charges, surcharges, any extra charges, all these things you will be entering that information. Okay, so now once you are maintain the quotation, so let's assume that, okay, let's assume that I have sent to 10 suppliers. Okay, I have sent this RFQ to 10 suppliers. So RFQ to 10 suppliers. So before 10/08/2025 we got only 9 responses. So then we will be considering only these 9 responses, right? Because one supplier they didn't respond anything. So we just considering these 9 responses and will be maintaining the quotation for all the suppliers. Okay. Then once you got a quotation, okay, we'll be comparing once you maintained all this quotation. Once you maintained all the quotation, we'll be asking system to compare price comparison with different factors like price and the freight and transportation charge and packing charge and incoterms, discounts, surcharges, all these things, whatever it is there, it will be just considering that. So you can also having the options, right? You need to be basic level checkup, or it is like net value, net level checkup, check the prices, so that you can do. So the price comparison, what system will do, will check this all 9 RFQs, non quotation, 9 quotations. Okay, it will be comparing the system. Okay, so once it is compared, so what will be happen, the system will give the, it will be released that ranks, rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, like it will be giving that. Okay, so based on the price information and based on the other factors, it will give the rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 and all it will give. Okay, so now based on that you can understand that, okay, whether rank 1 is the best supplier. We can just concluding that based on the SAP systems suggestion. Okay, I can go with this, rank 1 is the my best supplier. So now I got a supplier, right? So now supplier, we got supplier, right? So let's assume that supplier ABC is the best supplier suggested. Okay, so now you have the product, you have the quantity, you have the delivery date, and you have the plant, and you also have the supplier and other terms and conditions. Now all the information it is have, right? So then what you can do, you can immediately, what you can do, immediately you can write the order to the supplier. So we are creating the purchase order. So now tell me, in this, okay, in this, what is the internal document, what are the external documents?
Identification of source supply is internal.
Sorry?
Identification of source supply.
I,
One second.
okay, this is purchase equation is the internal document.
Internal and identification of source supply. Source of supply.
1 and 2 internal and
Okay, why?
Maintain quotation also internal, sir.
Why? Why it is internal, why not it is not external? So what is the meaning of internal and external? So internal document is which is rotating inside of our company, and external document which is like it is the document or anything information which is passing to outside, communicating to the other outside. That is external document. So now tell me, what is the internal document, what is external?
The second one is the external document, sir.
Yeah. So only purchase requisition, only internal document. All other request for quotations and purchase orders, all it is the external document, because we are communicating to the supplier, right? We are communicating to supplier that information. So that is the external document. It's not internal document. Okay, na? Clear? Is it clear?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will be creating the purchase order with reference to I will be creating the purchase order with reference to what? What is the best document here?
Price comparison. Price comparison.
Yeah. So when I'm just creating a purchase order, I'm taking the reference of quotation, because quotation have that information of price, and I have that having the information of product, quantity, delivery date, plant.
Evaluated plan.
And along with we have the price information, terms and condition information, right? So I can take the reference of quotation, and with reference to quotation I can create a creation, we can create a purchase order. Okay, clear?
So
So
what about quality, sir? We are giving rank. The system is giving according to price comparison.
yeah,
What about quality? They are
quality
providing.
parameters. You're buying first time, right? From you don't know, right? What is the quality parameters,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So first time when you are buying, okay, how you can say that I'm just suppose I'm the supplier. I can say that boss, my quality was very good, 100% good. So do you right? It's not like that, right? It won't be work.
System is taking only price comparison.
Yeah,
Giving
mostly
the rank.
price comparison and terms and conditions and everything.
Delivery.
Okay, clear?
Okay. Clear.
Okay. Now this purchase order with reference of quotations will be creating the purchase order. In this purchase order, this is the we can assume that this is the legal document. That means once you order, that means legally you ordered that product. So supplier can ready they can prepare that product and they can supply the goods based on their rules and regulations because that already communicated in the quotation levels, right? So here I'm just giving that. I'm just giving the information of what information is there. Material number I have, plant I have, quantity I have, okay, delivery date I have. Okay, then also I have the price information. So basically, if you want to be create a purchase order, these informations are required. Okay, clear? These informations are required. Then only you can create a purchase order. So then next one, I will send this purchase order information to the supplier. Boss, this is my requirement and this is the quantity, this is the delivery date, this is the price and this is what we just legal understand. So I'm just sending this purchase orders to you. Please prepare the document, prepare the product and send it to me on the as per the delivery date. So then what you are expecting next? What is the next expectation? What is the next expectation from the vendor?
Goods.
So you can also ask you acknowledgement, right? From the supplier, if they have not acknowledged that, okay, we could not know whether he is received that order and they are confirming that they are processing or not. So that we don't know, right? So acknowledgement. So you can do acknowledgement and also you can do the follow up to the supplier. But just sending the reminders and all, you can do that. Okay, clear? Then assume that assume
sir.
that the supplier is prepared the goods and shipment everything was complete and they informed to us that the goods are arriving today. Then what you can do? You can receive the goods to your location. That is called goods receipt. So in goods receipt, what information it will be there? Material information it will be there. How much quantity you will be received and which branch you are received and when the date
Delivery.
after arrival, right? The date of arrival it will be there, right? Clear? So the goods, when I'm just looking into the goods, I can see the material, and when I'm just counting that, I can see the quantity. When it is arrival to my place, I can see that which branch it is received and when it was received by looking into the goods, right? I can do that. So other than that, you can also do the quality assurance and quality inspections. If you have the your company having that some roles to validate quality checkups and all, you can do that. Okay. Then after that, you will also be receiving from the supplier the invoice, right? Along with the product, they are also sending that bill of lading document or okay LR numbers and the bill invoice number. They will be generated, correct? So that invoice, whatever you received, you are verifying that. When invoice verification. So whatever the invoice they have sent, we are just verifying that invoice, okay, and will be validating that okay is that invoice according to the material, is invoice according to the quantity, is that invoice according to the price which is decided in the PO level and terms and conditions, all will be validating. Okay, clear? Then what is the next? What is the next? Once it is everything clear and we are also verified, then
Payment to the vendor.
payment to vendor. So the starting, it is started with purchase requisition and ending with payment. So this is called, the entire cycle is called
P2P.
P2P,
Procurement to
procurement
pay.
to pay cycle. Okay, procurement to pay cycle. So that is the what we here we just explaining here. Okay, so if you see here, it starts with that the what do I need, determination of the material requirement. So you will be creating a purchase equation. Source determination, identification of the source of supply. Who will be the source? Where can I get this stock? Okay, and the selection, vendor selection, then you are ordering to them, how much will I buy, then monitoring that means what is my order status and when we'll get that confirmations and acknowledgement, all these things will be there. Then goods is shipped, how much was the delivered, maybe sometimes partial also will be happen, right? If I need 10 tons, might be he delivered 5 tons, right? So that delivery goods receipt and verification also we can do. Then invoice, how much did the vendor charge? So based on PO only they charge or extra they charge and all, you can verify and confirm. Then you will be paying to the that vendor. So what will I pay? So this is entirely process called P2P cycle, procurement to pay cycle. Clear? This procurement to pay cycle is the standard business process in material management. Clear? Okay. Now let's go to that. Create one simple purchasing requisition. Okay. Let's create a simple purchase requisition. So let's create that. So every process, every transaction or every master data, every configuration, we must be have the part and we have the transaction code. So to create the first step, the purchasing requisition, okay, the first step is the transaction code is ME51N.
ME51.
Okay, ME51 and is the first step to create a purchase requisition. So here you can enter that what material you need and how much quantity you need, when it is needed, which plant it is needed, that information you can enter. So if you not remember the transaction code, you can also go to the part also. Okay, you can go to logistics, material management, purchasing and purchase requisition and ME51. Clear? Clear? So now I'll just go to ME51 and I can select that the type of the purchasing, like we have different services. You can also purchase the products for services, you can also purchase for the consumables, you can also purchase for the internal transfers, you can also purchase for the productions. Okay, so what kind of the process it is, you can select that anything which, like I'm just selecting standard purchasing requisition NB and enter that material number. So which I have created material number, whatever the material which is created you can use. So I can search based on my purchase plant or based on that I can select material. So I'm just selecting that. So these are the materials we have. So I'm just selecting that. Okay, you can select what material you need and how much you need, you can select here. So I'm just entering that. KKD is my material number. Okay, and I'm entering that which plant it is needed and how much quantity is needed. Okay, and when it is needed. Okay, so when it is needed, I will just enter all this information, what it is needed, when it is needed. So when it is needed for me, so for me it is required on 10/10, October 10th it is required. Okay, so October 10th I am just required, and how much quantity is required, 100 quantity and plan, and you can enter if you need any store location, you can enter the store location also. Okay, so basically to create a purchase requisition you need material number, quantity and delivery date and plant which is required. So all other information, the description and the material group and the purchasing group, okay, the other information like the order unit, conversions, price information, all it will come from the multiple master data which we are maintained, right? So based on what we maintain, from there it will get from a master data, all this information it is coming. That's why see, I just entered the code, the short description, the order unit, okay, and the material group, okay, the purchasing group, all this information it is capturing automatically MR controller. How it is? Because we are already maintained that information in the master data. So that is the use of master data. So every time I don't need to be enter all this information manually. So we can capture that information from the master data. So why? Because this quantity it will be changed. Or one time I need 50 quantity, the other time I need 20 quantity, 30 quantity, like that. This will be changed. Delivery date also it will be changed. Tomorrow I need, I might be 2 days after I need. Right? These two will be changed, but other things and all it will be standards. There is no change. Right? So that's why we are creating the master data and we are using that master data to capture the information to in the transaction data. Clear? So here you can also enter that any information if you want to be enter, like regarding the product or regarding the delivery. Okay, suppose my delivery, I'm just telling that delivery will be, just putting the condition like delivery accepted between 2 to 5 p.m. AST. Please intimate the shipment 2 days priority. Okay, and so like we just have it as some condition, so that we can put that. Okay, and if it is a PO related, so you can put also, okay, PO according to the PO, so the price strictly prohibited, so no change in the something, no change on the prices, even if market price are changed. So like I'm just putting some conditions to them. Okay, if I'm suppose item no text, so the material should be packed in the dimension of something like 2 into 3, okay, inches of paper packing cover. So packing boxes, like something which we are just giving the instructions. So like you can maintain whatever the text you want, you can maintain that. Okay, so you can also see the information, what is the material and material group and material short description, and if we have any batch is there, batch, when the material number is the material number, and what is the quantity you ordered, and conversion, and when you are requesting, and what is the release date. Okay, all it will be like. Okay, then prices. Okay, whether you are planning to receive the stock, you are planning to receive the invoice for this. So all this information will be there. So again, if now we don't have any supplier here, if you have the supplier known, then you can enter directly here the info record or supplier number, you can enter directly. So the status, still it is not processed, not created, so it is not edited. Contact person, who to whom you need to register, who created, how you created, manually or automatically, and who, what is the buyer group, what is the MRP group, and all the information, telephone number, everything it is. The text is, which is text. Delivery address, the address where you need to be receive the goods. Right? So all this information it will be there. Okay, save. Now the system is created one request number, the requisition number it is created. So this is the requisition which is created. Clear? Okay, the same, yeah, this is in the easy system, even in the S4HANA system also, same steps. There is no difference here. Okay, so now even here also the same process, ME51 and enter the ME51 and enter the material number. What is the material number which is created? You can also search like here based on the plant and okay. So GCEM. Okay, so you can enter the material number and how much quantity you need and which plant you need. Okay, and when you need. All this information you can enter here, and which store location you need, that also you can enter. Okay, so raw materials, packing materials, rock and rolls, anything whatever it is you can create. Okay, so if you getting this error, account assignment mandatory for this material, that means it is not fully extended, properly not extended. Okay, so you might be not maintained for this store location, or it might be it is not maintained for fully for the store location. Okay,
Try slots.
sorry,
I think last time we stored in slots.
slots. Okay, okay. So you see, let's see what still not extended this material. So I'm just extending. So I'll go back again. So instead of I'm just going back. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just save this one. Okay, so it will give the error message. So red color is the error message. If it is getting yellow color, that is warning. So that means still you can save, but it is you're missing something, or you just validation. If it is a no mark, that is everything clear. Okay, so if it is red color, you cannot save this one. Okay, but there will be having the options like hold, but here it's not there. But usually we can have the option as a hold also. Okay, that needs to be activated. So now it won't be saved. So I'll do one thing, I'll go back. I'll just go to MM01 and enter. MM01 and enter that. Okay, and purchasing is required for us, and the plant data storage location is required, and we need accounting information, it is required. So what the GCEM, and just also entering that what is the store location we have. GCM, I'll just put something housekeeping. What is the slot store location? Okay, I'll just put something rock and rod or something. So then I'll be extended that wherever it is required. I'm just extending that. So now I'll try again with store location. Escaping.
Last one, sir.
Sorry. Okay, rock and door. Okay, so still if it is not getting problem, that means the other condition is you have to check this material type TPK. TPK was quantity update or value update it is. Okay, so you can go to OM S2 material type level and go to TPK, select this one and quantity update, check your valuation plant level, area level, whether it is called updated or not. So GCEM. So GCM level you have not selected. So you have to select the quantity update and value update. Okay. So basically it is like if you are not updated quantity update, that means you are not planning to receive the stock to your location. So that's why If you are not selected, that means system will be thinking that okay, you are not planning to get this into location, so you must be entered at some account assignment category. What purpose you are buying? Okay. So now let me check here. I will go back again. Me 51 and 000241. So 100241. I'll be entered at GCM 100 quantity, and if how many purchasing group, you can enter purchasing group. Requisition number, if you are any requisitioner, so the who will be the requisitioner, like Raju, someone who is requisitioner, then you can enter price. Okay, then so there will be a some you might be maintained different
I maintain yeah.
you have maintained the CAD, right? So but this might be a different currency, right? So that's why it is coming. Okay, now I'm just validating. So now checking that okay, this one is other is coming, and can it delivery met to, because it is you are giving that
It's
31st July. So today is that possible to get today only? So you have to give that exactly when you are expecting your delivery. Okay. So along with that, you are getting this problem. You have to be maintain the conversions between the INR and MI. So yeah, this is the conversion for execute this one, and you have to maintain for conversion exchange rate CAT. So I have to maintain what is actually looking here. The enter rate INR CAT rate type. INR CAT. INR, you have to maintain INR and CAT.
That's euro, so you converting.
That's okay. I'm just giving the roughly. Okay. Can also change that. What is the INR is equal to how much CAD. So what is usually it will be like how much?
61.
60?
61.
61. Okay. Okay. Then go back. And sometime what will happen when you check only, the system will automatically validate, no messages. So everything looks good now. Okay. You can create and save. Now purchase request was created. Okay, clear? So this is the way you can create a purchase requisition. You can see that information. Okay. So any questions here?
No questions.
For Shravan?
So no questions.
So what is the purchase requisition?
Sir?
What is the purchase requisition?
I mean, creation of material requirements and the time of delivery.
Yeah. So usually purchase requisition is the requirements from the multiple sources. Now you are not entered anything. That means it is for our inventory purpose. We are raising the request. In this store location or in this plant, you are raising the request. Sometimes what will be happen? It might be department, financial department they requested, human resources data requested, they can, it depends on the requirement. Okay, so what is the transaction code for Fury?
UTI2
/n/UI2/FLP.
FLP.
So here also in the Fury also you can create the purchase equation. If you want to create the purchase equation by using Fury apps also you can create. Clear? So you can create to purchase requisition. So create purchase requisition. So you can go to create purchase requisition. So the screen also it is a little bit different. So you can see that here purchase requisition and same. You can enter the material number. So you can also find the material number here from here. You can search. So from the plant, you can enter GCM and select this plant, material and plant, and all the other details you can enter here. Same, whatever it is there is no difference, right? You can see the screens, it will be the same. Clear? Okay, so you can check that what information it is missing. You can check that information. So click on check. Where is the click on check? And enter purchasing organization group. So enter purchasing group. And click on check. So now it is a no messages. Everything looks good. Okay, you can also enter the store locations also. Which store location you are extended, that location also you can enter and save. Okay, save. Now this is also created. This is the purchase equation it is created. So by using Fury apps also you can create your purchase equation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the way we can create our purchase equation creation. What is the transaction code?
ME51N.
Yeah, change ME52N, display ME53N. So there is no change for that. Okay?
Yes.
Okay then.